consumers, they are forward-thinking agents, but typically anyway, corporate entity has to be more forward-looking than a consumer.
Yeah, but I think also one of the things that so on our chart now, we've got inflation expectations, and this is obviously something that the consumer does look to, and so to some extent, the data we're seeing in inflation expectations perhaps does speak to people being, particularly concerned about future prices of goods, and therefore, even if it's to a lesser extent than businesses, I think it probably is playing a factor into their increased short-term consumption.
Yeah. I mean, you do see when inflation expectations rise, which is part of why inflation becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You have an acceleration in the velocity of money as consumers try to front load their consumption ahead of the rising, the increasing prices. And inflation expectations from the same University of Michigan survey rose to a new highest since 1981 level at 7.3%. That's up from 6.5% last month. So that's really, really disanchored from the Fed's target. And the Fed will be paying close attention here. And, recently businesses have been also noting that they're not able to kind of absorb the impact of the tariffs. Even with the reduced level of tariffs, Walmart is now warning that it will pass on the additional cost to customers. So that is going to translate into higher consumer prices.